Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I am going to be talking about syndicates and syndicate missions. So this is not going to be a detailed guide per se. This is going to be a short little one, and hopefully it's a short little one. So syndicates, you access them from this panel right here on your ship. There are 6 syndicates here which you can pledge allegiance to. I went with these 3. You can easily do 2 at a time, but I went with New Loca, Red Veil, and the parent sequence. If you notice, the parent sequence and the New Loca are allied, so whenever I level up one of them, the other one will level up. And the Red Veil is not related to either of them, so I can level it up without affecting both of them. And this was the thought process of me leveling all of these 3. I used to have the Steel Meridian also at level 5, but managing 4 different syndicates is an annoying process, because whenever I leveled up the parent sequence or the New Loca, the Steel Meridian would get fucked, and I'd have to use the Red Veil to level them up, because if I used the Steel Meridian it would fuck up the parent sequence and the New Loca. So when you're choosing your syndicate, you would want to choose 2 that work together and maybe increase it to 3, one of which doesn't affect the other 2. There is no reason to go for all 6, even though you can, because you can just switch allegiance to any of these 3 down there and nothing would matter. You just have to level them up. But the main point is, everything from these syndicates can be bought with plat. Generally you would get the ones that you have, like the 3 ones you want to main, depending on your personal preference, and anything else you may be missing you may buy with plat or exchange and trade with friends. Or after you finish everything inside of them, you can just switch to the other 3. So that's all for the main syndicates. As for like gaining syndicate standing, you have a daily standing cap. So basically you just do normal missions and 15% of your affinity will be turned into syndicate standing. And you can easily change which syndicate you're pledged to from this menu right here. And you just choose whichever one you like. Now I'm gonna continue with the parent sequence because I have to max it for today. But now we move on to the syndicate missions. So the syndicate missions can be accessed from the star chart from the syndicate tab up here. There is the Sanctuary Onslaught and Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, which don't contribute anything to any syndicate, and they're basically Cephalon Samaris' syndicate, which is separate from all of these. And you generally go there to level up stuff. I'll make a separate video about Sanctuary Onslaught and Elite Sanctuary Onslaught, describing their general process and everything, but that's a video for another day. Now for the meat and butter of the syndicate tab, there is the missions. So each syndicate that you have, when you reach rank 1 with them, you'll unlock some missions of them, and then as you level up you'll have, I think, more missions. But generally doing these missions will give you standing, and inside the missions there is these things known as medallions. Said medallions will give you extra standing when you sell it to the syndicate. So I'll get into a mission now and try to find you an example of that. But generally the structure of the mission is just, it's a normal mission, but you spawn with NPCs related to the syndicate you're going with. So when I spawn right now, I'll spawn with New Loca related NPCs. So if you look at right here, yep, these join you in the mission. They're not particularly useful, but it's just a simple mission after all. So I'll cut back to you when I find the medallion. So I found a medallion. Thankfully I found it fairly quickly. So for each syndicate they will have their own kind of medallion. They look different. For the New Loca this is how it looks, and you can just collect them. And as you see up there, it's 1 of 8. So there is 8 of these around the map that you have to collect. You don't have to collect, it's an optional mission, and collecting them you can sell them later on to the syndicate, which I'll show you in a bit. So I'll finish the mission and get back to you. So now we're done with the mission. As you can see, I got the bountiful seed, and it tells me here it can be traded in the relay syndicate hubs for additional standing. So how do we do that? We can simply just go here. Let's go to the New Loca and let's visit New Loca. So now we're here at the New Loca. You don't actually talk to the person themselves here. You talk to this person back here, and you can turn in the seeds. As you can see, I have quite a bit, and as you can see, you can speed up the process of getting the standing, the maximum number of standing, by doing this. I personally don't use them. I'm keeping them for a rainy day whenever I really need the standing and I don't want to play. But for now, I'm fine getting the standing by playing normal missions, because it is quite easy. So this was it today, guys. Hopefully you found the video helpful in any way, shape or form. And I hope you have a good day. If you have any questions, anything, just comment it down below. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I think that helps with YouTube and stuff. And bye bye.